go ahead and buy at the current levels, because I guarantee you, we are probably never going to see interest rates as low as this again in our lifetime. What is going on, guys? I hope you're having a fantastic day. If you are new to the channel, please consider dropping a sub and leaving a like. It is going to help me out considerably. I'm trying to really grow the channel, and we're doing a giveaway once we get to 250 subscribers. So why not get yourself entered in to win an Amazon gift card once we get there? Hopefully it is sooner rather than later. So we're going to take a break from talking about the ups and downs of the stock market because it has been super volatile lately. I have given you guys plenty of my opinions on where I think things are going to go here in the next couple weeks to a month. I think that the levels we are at are still a little bit high. I think some of the analysts who are more on the bearish side are right. I think we have some downside ahead of us. So I am currently holding quite a bit of cash offhand, waiting for a better buying opportunity. But that is not what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about the housing market. I know a lot of people have been making videos basically saying that they think that a housing crash or a bubble is right around the corner. And, this is due to several different things because, you've had, for the last several years, tons of buyers have flooded the market. Everybody has been buying new homes, upgrading, doing all sorts of things because interest rates have been steadily declining. And now, because of coronavirus and some of the initiatives, if you will, that the Fed has taken has essentially made interest rates like all-time low. Like you can go out and get a 30-year mortgage for 2 or 3%. It is insane. I'm relocating, and my current 30-year mortgage that I just applied for and I've locked my rate and everything is 2.3, which is insane. And compare that to my rate that I had 2-3 years ago, which was 4.2. like that is massive savings over a long period of time. That equates to a lot of money. Obviously, I'm not advocating waiting 30 years to pay off your home. That's crazy. You should pay your home off as fast as you can because minimizing debt is probably the biggest thing to financial safety, security, and just building your net worth in general. So irrespective of if we're entering into a bubble or anything like that, I think that if you are currently renting, I would seriously consider, if you have anywhere from 5 to 20% you could put down on a home, consider going out and buying a home. Like if it's your first home purchase, now is a perfect time to go out and buy. Like even if there is a housing, crash or recession or something like that, specific and isolated to the housing market, right? These things always come back. Housing values and home values over time, even if they experience a period of 5 to 10 years in pullback, they always bounce back. Real estate has always been a very good investment over time, and at rates currently what they are, you can go out and feel very confident that if you're looking to stay in a home for 5-10 years or longer, maybe even, that you should feel great about getting interest rate as low as what they are now. And even if you're not ready yet, the Fed has basically said that for the next 2 to 3 years they're looking to keep rates as close to zero as they can and monitor inflation and everything like that. So even if there is a housing crisis or something like that to where the value of homes kind of depreciates some, I still think that owning a home is much more valuable to your overall net wealth and assets and everything like that, and really just financial security compared to renting. Now, at current levels, you can go out and get yourself a $250,000 home at a really good interest rate and basically be paying the same amount of money per month to the bank or lender or wherever you get it as compared to renting, right? So why are you going to throw away money? And I really do. I look at it as like throwing money away. If you are renting and you're not doing, anything else like investing aggressively on the side or, using some of maybe the extra cash capital that you have to put your money to work, you're really wasting your time and you're wasting money. Because if you're paying, let's just say $1,000, keep the math easy, $1,000 a month for rent versus $1,000 a month, to a bank to own your home, you are building equity in your home. Even if it's $100 a month that's coming out and going into the equity of your home, of that $1,000, say in, a year's time, you will then be able to sell that property, right, for, a profit of $1,200 or whatever. So granted, that's an extreme example because you're going to be getting more equity in your home, than just $100 out of 1,000. Like, the equity, yes, at the beginning that you're getting in your home is a lot less because the bank wants to make money and get all that interest off you. But if you are a diligent kind of investor in your home and, paying it off on time, and I really think that if you take out a 30-year mortgage, you should really target to pay off your home within 10 years. If you do that, the amount of interest that you're paying to the bank is pretty minuscule, right? It's not anywhere near what you would pay over a 30-year span. And at interest rates currently what they are, why not, guys? Like, if you are just throwing money away renting, it doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. The housing market always comes back after a crash. Housing and in general, real estate investments have always been very solid investments. And I think if you're investing with the intent to maybe just buy and be there for a year, okay, maybe then don't think about buying, because if you are in, worries about a housing crisis, if you're going to buy and then sell in a year, okay, then you don't want to obviously sell when home values have depreciated by, 10% or whatever. But if your intentions are to live where you are for 5, 10, or longer, then yes, go ahead and buy at the current levels, because I guarantee you, we are probably never going to see interest rates as low as this again in our lifetime. So why not go out and make your money work for you, build equity, build your net worth? Because I think the most important thing you can do in personal finance in general is to not spend your money on things that are, they're of no tangible value. When you're investing and you're doing things to build your net wealth, like put money into your mortgage or do anything like that, those are the activities you want to be doing to position yourself for retiring early, for, becoming a millionaire and, being happy in your financial, well-being, right? And, with every program and thing that, the government has going on right now with, loan forbearance and, if for some reason, you can't pay your mortgage on time or stuff like that, banks ultimately want to make, money off of interest and stuff like that. So if you're worried about losing your job or anything like that and not being able to pay your mortgage, that sucks. But if, you think you can get a job in the next couple months, your bank is going to work with you. If you have a good credit score, a good history of paying off debt, and, you make a decent amount of money, and you see yourself being in that location for a decent amount of time, or you want to turn that property into a rental property to where you're not selling it, I mean, get in now, get into the real estate market. There's no reason to wait. It's like, I look at this as like a stock market, the stock market being down 50%. You're rarely going to get levels that currently you do in as far as interest rates in a home. And I think that if you're not considering buying now, I'm kind of like, well, when are you going to consider buying? Because interest rates are not going to stay this low for forever, right? They're going to be this low for maybe another year or two, and then the Fed is going to start looking to raise rates again. So I know this is not a super in-depth video and as to why, we're not going to go into some sort of recession or, housing bubble or housing crisis or anything like that. But I do think that irrespective of if we do and one's right around the corner tomorrow, I'm still going to feel good about the property that I just bought, because really the home values in the $200,000 to $350,000 range, those are pretty safe over the long term. And even during a crisis or recession or anything like that, home values in there stay fairly firm. They don't fluctuate all around and super crazy and stuff like that. It's where you don't want to be in a recession or a housing crisis or anything like that is in the upper tier, right? Above 350,000, 400,000, 500,000, $1 million homes. Because if you look at that, the buyers are much, much smaller, right? Homes that are really being sought after are the mid-tier single family homes right now. So if you're going after one of those, I would feel totally confident about getting in right now, irrespective if a crash is right around the corner. Because for me, the biggest driver right now in getting in and building your personal equity in home and your net wealth in general, is that interest rate. It is so incredibly freaking low. Go all in. So guys, that is it for the mortgage update. And now today for our fun fact in history. I think it's only appropriate because the MLB postseason is right around the corner. There's like so many teams. This is going to be a crazy postseason. It'll definitely be one to remember, and maybe it's going to shape the way playoffs are for in the future for MLB. But today, Ted Williams becomes the last player to hit 400. You know, being a short season, I thought maybe somebody would pull it off and hit 400, but no. I mean, they fell pretty short. I mean, DJ LeMahieu, I think, was the highest person batting average-wise, and he was still only hitting 364 at the end of the year. Ted Williams was a beast. And guys, that is going to do it for the video. If you like baseball, drop a like. If you like finance, drop a like, leave a sub, and I will see you guys tomorrow.